This demo will show you how to activate a Clean Energy Experts lead campaign for solar residential or commercial leads. The first thing we're going to do today is visit the website cleanenergyexperts.com. From there, you'll be able to click on the Buy Leads button on the far right. And don't worry, you're not setting up to purchase anything at the moment. You're just creating an account to enter the system similarly to Amazon. That should bring you to a page that looks something like this. From here, you'll create your login, and if it asks you for a license number, don't worry about filling that in. Once you're finished filling out this form, you'll actually come to our main dashboard for the lead manager system that looks a little like this. Now, if you've created an account before and are watching this video to jog your memory, you'll see a screen exactly like mine. You'll need to go to the Campaigns tab on the far left to create a new campaign. However, if this is your first time, you'll just need to click the button that says Start a Campaign here. Both will bring you to your control panel that looks like this. This is where you can tell us exactly where you want your leads to come from, where you can turn lead flow on and off with just a click of a button. So today we'll be creating a dummy campaign just for now. And how about we call it something like Virginia Campaign 1. Now, below that, you do have your lead type. As I mentioned before, we have commercial, but for today we're going to go with residential. On the top right is your status. This is the on and off button for lead flow that I've been talking about. If you're getting an overflow of leads, you can actually pause that activity right here with pending. So active means on, pending means pause, and deleted means you won't plan on using that campaign anymore. So right now we're just going to put it on pending just to make sure we're not receiving any leads yet. Now, next up is exclusivity, where you can choose if you want to share the lead. Non-exclusive means we'll only sell the lead one time, of course, but it can go up to a maximum of 4 companies, meaning you and 3 other people. Exclusive means that we'll only go out to you, and warm transfer means we'll actually only sell it to you and we'll connect you with the homeowner live on the phone. So for today, I'm going to go with non-exclusive. And you can always run multiple types of campaigns on the same area just to see what works best for you too. Below that, we do have our geography. So as we mentioned before, we're doing Virginia, so I'll go ahead and select Virginia from the drop-down menu. And there's a couple of counties in here I'll pick off as well. Make sure to use the add button in the center. Anything in this right-hand box is actually what's going to be pulling your lead from. Let's go with Charlotte. And just so you're aware, we can actually add a radius in. So I'm going to do the zip code 20165 with a 50-mile radius around that area because that's where all of my warehouses are located. Again, make sure you add things over to the right-hand side or they will not be included. And just to be clear, the radius is as the bird flies, so it's not driving distance. It will be a little bit jagged. And when we're done here, we're actually going to have the ability to map this campaign once we save so we can get a clear visual of the area we're targeting. Moving onward though, below geography, we have additional filters. Now our homeowners self-report their electric bill and what the shade on their roof is when they verbally confirm their information with our quality control agents. So go ahead and deselect anything that you're not quite interested in. It's pretty typical for people on their initial test to deselect the 0 to 50 electric bill and a lot of shade for roof shade. So that's what we'll do today. Below that, we do have a list of ways we can send the leads to you. Today we'll add my phone number only, but there is also an option to have your leads posted directly to your company's CRM. We do also have a tech specialist that'll work with your team on setting that up via the posting instructions should you choose to go that route. Now it's on to the bidding process. Our minimum bid price is $25 in California and $15 for every other state. I recommend that you start off closer to the minimum, and that way, A, you won't get as high a lead flow typically right off the bat, so you're really going to have a chance to work these leads and see if they're a good fit for you and your team before you start spending more money. And then B, after a few days, I'll be able to pinpoint what the exact volume in your area is that you've selected here and what bid price you would need to be at in order to achieve different volumes off of that. And so this is going to allow us to ease our way into the system without you ever overspending. So let's go ahead and put 15 for today. And down below, we do have the notes field where we can comment on areas we'd like to exclude or times we'd like to receive leads, but we don't really need that at this time, so we'll go ahead and just save at the bottom, which is always extremely important. Do not forget to save. And once you see campaign saved at the top, You'll just go over to the left-hand side where you see campaigns. This is our navigational panel. And this will show you the list of campaigns, including the one you just created. So go ahead and click the one you just created, but look at the map view. We're going to zoom in on that radius that we selected. Here's my different areas that I chose, but here is that radius. And if you zoom in closely, you'll actually see a list of all the zip codes that I'm looking to target. If I'd like to get rid of one, this is such a great tool, so I can say I'm not interested in visiting 20180. Now, if you back out of this, you'll come to the main page once more. And if you ever need to go back into this campaign to make some changes, for instance, if you want to turn it on active later, you can go ahead and click on the name. That'll bring you right back to the dashboard view or the control panel for that campaign. So anyhow, on your top left is where your navigation is. Below campaigns, you do have a page for leads where we post all of your leads similar to a mini CRM. This will be in addition to whichever method you selected before. And lastly, and most importantly here, is our payment options. Our most popular one that 99% of our clients choose is the automatic post payments because you can pay for the leads after you receive them. There's no money down. And that automatically recharges when you get low, so there's no interruption to lead flow due to lack of funds or anything like that. You can also pay up front or manually as you go, but 99% of our clients do choose to start receiving leads before paying for them. That way they can pause lead flow if they start to receive more than they can handle all at once. Once you've set up your credit card information above here, you're ready to go. Good luck, and thank you for joining Clean Energy Experts.